Proud to serve northeastern and central Pennsylvania. This is WNEP 16, the news station. Now, Nolan Johannes, Karen Harch, pilot Jack Rulin in Skycam 16, Chief Meteorologist Tom Clark, and Joe Zone on sports. This is Newswatch 16.
Federal environmental officials say toxic chemicals at a Scranton dump site may not be coming from where they first thought. William Lavelle has been convicted on racketeering charges in connection with the illegal dumping. But as Newswatch 16's Kathy Bellich found out, new tests show the poisons may have been dumped by other people at other places.
These men in white suits are from the Environmental Protection Agency. They're trying to find out what concentrations of toxic chemicals are in and outside of this borehole where millions of gallons of chemicals were dumped illegally in the 1970s. William Lavelle of Scranton was convicted on racketeering charges in connection with the dumping. But environmental officials say they're not ruling out the possibility that the chemicals they're finding now are not the ones Lavelle dumped here.
We have, no definite, source that we're, looking for and have no real reason. It's just something that, when you do and spending a lot of money and you know you have one source, you always have to look around and rule out the others. And sometimes that's hard to do, but we are looking into that.
The EPA is here with emergency funding to eliminate the health threat the chemicals pose. The crew here is finding substantial levels of chemicals at the bottom of the borehole, but lower and lower levels as they go up.
What we're finding at the top of the hole is next to nothing. It's in the low part per billion range, and as we move away from the hole, 10, 20, 30 feet, we're not detecting anything.
The EPA says it is not unusual that the same chemicals that were dumped here 10 years ago would still be here today. The EPA says some chemicals are thick like tar and they stay around for a long time. And the EP says there's coal underground, and coal tends to absorb chemicals and hold on to them. Kathy Bellich, Newswatch 16, Scranton.
Newswatch 16 continues with money from the governor for our area.
One check will save PG&E customers money on their bills, and the other will mean more jobs. We'll tell you what's up in just a moment.
It's your money, son, but if you want my advice, buy another Subaru.
Sure, Dad.
Thought we agreed you'd buy a Subaru.
But, Dad, I did.
The new Subaru XT Coupe.
Subaru is wheelin' and dealin'. Get your best deal today at the Subaru dealer near you.
What are those, Grandpa?
Forget-me-nots. I used to give these to your grandma when we were courting.
Courting?
That's the old-fashioned way of sitting with your sweetheart, sharing some ice-cold lemonade that'd cool you off just like that good old-fashioned taste of country time.
Are those get-me-nots for Grandma?
They're for my other sweetheart.
Also try sugar-free Country Time drink mix with NutraSweet.
Tastes like good old-fashioned lemonade.
Berwick should be getting hundreds of new jobs and an expansion of businesses within the next few years. The reason? Governor Dick Thornburgh came to town today with millions of dollars to help build a new sewer system which can handle more industry. Newswatch 16's Dan Fiorucci was on hand in Columbia County when the governor arrived bearing gifts.
Hi, folks. How are you doing?
The governor arrived to the applause of Wise Company food workers. Executives here say the Wise plant is the largest snack food plant in the world, and they want to make it even bigger.
The problem is plants like this produce waste oil, a pollutant, and this plant could not expand without improved sewerage in the community. I will reach into my bag of tricks here and present to you what I think we can safely call big money.
That's why the governor was warmly welcomed today. He brought with him checks totaling nearly $2 million in interest-free loans and grants. Money which will allow the Berwick Municipal Authority to build a new wastewater treatment plant to replace this old one.
You can take it to the bank, my friend. Thank you, Dick. Thank you very much.
The money will allow Berwick area industries to expand, creating an estimated 300 new jobs here.
I think it's really great that we have more jobs in the Berwick area.
Oh, I hope they work out anyhow, but we need them right around here.
Not only will plant expansions here create new jobs, the governor's office estimates they'll generate $200,000 from state taxes and $45,000 in local real estate taxes.
The sooner the better on breaking the ground, cutting the ribbon, and getting things underway. We'll see that.
Dan Fiorucci, Newswatch 16, Berwick.
The governor had another check to give out in Lackawanna County, and it means some relief for PG&W water customers. The state is giving over $2.5 million for low-interest loans, and it'll help pay for improvements here at the Nesbitt Reservoir, including a pipeline that PG&W was ordered to install by the state after the 1983 giardiasis outbreak.
Well, it means to the water customers in the first few years of these loans that we receive today, a reduction in costs of over $70,000 annually. These costs will be reflected in lower increases for water bills in the future.
The pipeline now bypasses the contaminated Springbrook Reservoir. The state loan will also be used to repair 2 reservoir dams, one in Lackawanna County, the other the Gardner Creek Dam in Luzerne County. And the Weather Watch is next with our chief meteorologist, Tom Clark.
And it's still cool out there,
Sure
Tom.
is.
That's right. Did you know we've been having blackberry winter?
Blackberry winter?
Is that what it's called?
That's what it's called. I'll explain why and tell you why you won't have to water your garden this weekend.
Luxury imports coming to America are going to have a stormy time. Buick has been a luxury leader for 82 years. Our newest is the front-wheel drive, fuel-injected Buick Park Avenue. The storm may never be over for imports trying to look American, because an original will be rocking the boat.
Come on, baby, let's got tissue roll. 1,000 feet that'll thrill your soul. Come on, baby, let that paper roll. Roll on and on.
When the other reading brand quits, Scott Tissue rolls out to 1,000 sheets, so it lasts longer to save you money.
Roll on.
Scott Tissue, Scott Towels, Scotty, Scott Economy Pack Napkins. The Scott Value products go a long way and save you money.
Roll on and on.
An 8-month-old Columbia County baby boy was taken to Chicago today. It is the latest attempt by his Millville parents to save his life. Little Nicholas Wolf is the victim of a rare liver disease. Newswatch 16's Dan Fiorucci described the infant's plight in this story that you saw last month from Millville. Because the only thing that can save Nicholas is a liver transplant, his parents flew him to Chicago today for an interview that will put the infant on a waiting list for a liver at the University of Chicago. Mr. and Mrs. Denny Wolf are hoping tonight that a donated liver can be found soon for little Nicholas of Millville.
Aw, he's a sweetheart. I met him at the Geisinger Medical Center at the telethon.
Right, you did.
Cute kid.
Good luck.
Well, Mr. Clark, are you going to redeem yourself for the weekend?
Well, possibly not, Karen. I'm sorry to say. Blackberry winter, folks. That's what we've been having the past few days, and I'm told that's an old expression used by farmers to describe any spell of very cool temperatures during the month of June. You see, the blackberries are growing now, and the cool temperatures help to prevent brown spots from forming on the blackberries. And so the cool weather is helping them along. Look at the temperature in my backyard now. It's 59 degrees. It's cool, humidity 60%, the wind northwest at 12, and the barometer is rising now. The high today, 64, and the low this morning, 46. Had 37 at my place, record high 92, and 40, a record low, and it's 84 degrees 1 year ago today. And it was a nice day today for fishing at Francis Slocum State Park, which is about 5 miles north of Wilkes-Barre. Have a satellite view coming up next. Look at all these clouds down over Florida. 3.5 inches of rain just north of Tampa today. Has some flooding down that way. More showers out to the west. See those clouds there? The result of warm air moving back in to replace the cool air we've been having over the northeast. Those showers are now into Illinois, and it looks like they will be moving across Pennsylvania as we head through the weekend. Look out to the west here. Look at that hurricane out there. That's Blanca out there. Look at the eye of that storm. That's nice formation to that hurricane out there. Winds about 100 miles per hour. Now coming up next is my forecast for tonight, and after maybe an evening shower in some places, clearing. Later on, like after midnight, the stars will be out, and in Wyalusing it'll be 47 for a low. Over there in Hawley, about 49 tonight. In Ashley, 50. And they're having the Firemen's Annual Bazaar this weekend in Ashley. Big parade gets underway tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, and could be raining. Lehighton, about 50 tonight. And I'm looking out to the west, Richfield about 50, Du Boistown 49 tonight. Another cool night, the wind from the west overnight. A sunrise in the morning will occur at this time, 5:29, and it sets at 8:38 tomorrow night. Partly cloudy this evening, a shower in some places. Most places it will not rain, and 50 for the low here. We had a shower this afternoon, only about 1/100 of an inch fell. 73 tomorrow. Some sunshine in the morning as I see it, and then anytime after 3 in the afternoon, some showers will break out. I think we'll have some showers around tomorrow night as the warmer air gets closer. Sunday, a thunderstorm is likely. A few showers around as well, kind of on the cloudy and humid side, 77 degrees. And then on Monday, up near 80 once again, before more rain comes in on Tuesday. A group of students from the Wyoming Area High School and the Riverside High School in Taylor heading over to Germany this weekend. They can expect to find daytime temperatures in the 60s and nighttime lows in the 40s.
Well, that should be kind of pleasant for them. Take a jacket along, though, right? At least.
It'll be cool, yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Thanks, Tom.
Okay.
Thunderstorms don't do much to help out a drought. You need a long, soaking rain. So even though we've seen some thunderstorms this month, the drought emergency is still in effect in 16 Pennsylvania counties. The state says people who live in the Delaware River Basin are doing what they're supposed to, cutting down on how much water they use. Skycam 16 flew over part of the drought emergency area today in Wayne County. The water restrictions have been in effect since late April. Rain in May helped a bit, but so far June is not cooperating in the rain department. And the state says there's still a chance for a severe drought in the coming months.
All right, and the Sports Watch is next with Tim Carlson. He's in for Joe Zone. Tonight, the second round of the U.S. Open Golf Championship.
Plus, more changes in the NBA coaching ranks. The Sports Watch is next. Stay with us.
Simplicity lasts. Here's down-to-earth proof.
Dear Simplicity, after 15 years, we are still enjoying excellent service from our mower, even though it was driven into the swimming pool in 1974. It survived and is none the worse for the experience today.
Simplicity does last. Remember that. Before you sink your money into a mower, make sure it's got what it takes underneath.
I wish you were sitting right here so I could give you a tab and a new Diet Pepsi. Then you could decide which tastes better, because no matter how much I tell you about Tab, there's only one way for you to tell about Tab. Taste it. Will you prefer its sassy, crisp taste, its not too sweet taste? There's only one way to find out. Have a Tab, then decide. You don't have to sit here to find out. You can sit where you are, or over there, or in Cleveland. Ooh, Tab's got it.
Make sure you and your family spend some extra time getting ready before you go shopping for a Father's Day gift. In fact, make sure you look picture perfect. Because this Friday and Saturday, Hickory Farms will take your family's photo and turn it into a Father's Day card free when you buy any of our delicious gift packs. So not only will Dad get a great tasting gift like this, he'll get a wonderful memory like this. Get your free family photo Father's Day cards this Friday and Saturday at Hickory Farms.
Some area ball players are best in the state.
And I got a big smile on my face about that, Karen. This is championship day at State High School softball and baseball championships in Shippensburg. John Evans was there and told me a short while ago the girls' AA title was won by Northwest Lehigh, beating Rockwood out of District 5, 5-0. And more good news in AAA baseball. The boys of Montoursville won the state championship over Bethel Park of District 7. The final on that one was 5-0. Our congratulations. Tonight on the Sports Watch update, John will have a complete story on just how those teams did what they did. Now we'll talk about baseball, and Earl Weaver will take over as manager of the Orioles tonight in Baltimore, ending a 2-year retirement and getting himself into a struggling team situation. Earlier today, Weaver held a news conference at Memorial Stadium and explained why he came back.
Something within me said, okay, Earl, have some fun, put on the uniform, try to win some games, see what it's like. And this is while Mr. Williams and Mr. Peters were talking to me. My intent each and every day that I went to the ballpark was not to be ejected from a ball game. That is my intent right now. That'll be my intent when I walk to home plate tonight, and we'll just have to see what happens.
Take bets and see if he gets thrown out tonight. The Yankees open up a 3-game series with the Tigers tonight at the stadium. The Yanks start the series in 5th place, 8.5 back of first place Toronto. They need to take 2 of 3. The Phillies are in Pittsburgh. They'll be playing the Pirates for cellar dweller rights. Willie Stargell, the new first base coach for the Pirates tonight, by the way. The Mets visit Montreal for 3 games this weekend. They're a half game behind the Expos in 3rd place and 2.5 back of the Cubs, who lead the NL East. Well, even though the NBA season is over, there's plenty of basketball news floating around today. The Philly 76ers have a new head coach, replacing Billy Cunningham, who resigned recently. He's Matt Guokas with plenty Philadelphia connections. Guokas has been Cunningham's assistant the last 3.5 years. Before that, he was a broadcaster for Sixer games. Before that, he played for Philly in the late 60s. And before that, attending St. Joe's College in Philadelphia. No details of his head coaching contract with the Sixers were revealed, but it's believed to be a multi-year pact for a $300,000 a year salary. Today at a news conference, Guokas, his new head coaching role, he described it.
I wish I had the innovative play that was going to put the basketball world on its heels and make us a winner or continue to be a winner, but I don't. All I really know is what I've been able to observe and be a part of as far as winning traditions in the past.
And while things in Philly are set, they're almost shored up in Chicago. Stan Albeck, the current coach of the New Jersey Nets, has agreed in principle to take the head coaching job of the Chicago Bulls. Their vice president, Jerry Krause, says it's just a matter of working out some details before Albeck officially takes the job. And that move by Albeck to Chicago leads to speculation that Rollie Massimino, coach of the national champion Villanova ball club, will be taking over the Nets. New Jersey folks are hush-hush about it. Villanova people say it's too early to say. Round 2 of the U.S. Open Golf Championship in Birmingham, Michigan today. And there he is, the man from Taiwan, T.C. Chen, who continues to lead as he's completed today's round with a 69 and 2 rounds at 6 under 134. Chen's round included 3 birdies and 2 bogeys, like this one right here. Also today, Jack Nicklaus, for the first time since the '63 U.S. Open, failed to make the cut. He's out at 9 over par. We'll be back on the update with today's plays and more on the state high school championships our teams won today.
Good job.
Isn't that great?
Congratulations.
All right, Tim, thanks. See you on the
Tim.
update. Stay with us. We'll be taking you to the Olympics next.
We'll show you some kids who have overcome a lot to try to lead a normal life.
Lipton's been around longer, but times change. In a recent taste test, teens chose 4C almost 3-2. 4C in regular or NutraSweet.
Drop everything. Race to Rackeson's $1 million emergency inventory liquidation. Every suit, every sport coat, everything sacrificed for quick sale. Famous brand suits, values to $225, must be sold from $79. Sports coats, values to $145, must be sold from $39. Slacks, shirts, ties, everything goes to the bare walls. Most below wholesale. Rackeson's must raise cash fast. Banks and creditors must be paid immediately. Pennsylvania's biggest menswear liquidation at Rackeson's in Scranton and Kingston.
It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's. It's a new morning, it's a good time for a fresh new taste, McDonald's kind. It's a great new breakfast made just for you on fresh buttermilk biscuits. Hey, count 'em, there's 2. A sausage biscuit, take a big bite. A fresh baked biscuit, tender and light. Or bacon, egg, and cheese, hearty breakfast fare. Both new at McDonald's, so we'll see you there for new breakfast biscuits. 'Cause it's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's.
Finally tonight, it's a show of courage, an experience of joy, friendship, and fun. And it's all happening in Monroe County. The Pennsylvania Summer Special Olympics are going on at East Stroudsburg University. There are all kinds of competitions. We caught up with some track and field events today. About 2,000 special athletes and coaches are here for the state Special Olympics. There's also a lot of entertainment, and it all continues through Sunday here at East Stroudsburg University.
Wonderful.
And that is Newswatch 16 for this Friday.
Be sure to join us tonight on the update when we'll be telling you about a rabbit farmer who was shut down because of a rabid bat and now can't afford to feed those bunnies.
ABC's World News Tonight is next with more on the hijacking of that TWA jet.
For the entire team, thank you for being with us.
Enjoy your evening.